The so-called Ban A is a fraud. Ban A is a grand fraud. There is no Ban A. If Tinubu is serious, the Minister of Power should be fired. The current government needs to really ask itself very pertinent questions. Why must this suffering continue? Because the so-called Ban A is a fraud. Ban A is a grand fraud. There is no Ban A. There is no part of that. Where I'm staying, we don't have 24 hours power supply. Even 20 hours is debatable. And why should it be segregated? It looks like what should happen in apartheid South Africa. Well, where the Africans and the whites stay in different areas and they have different services. They are discriminated on the basis of Ban A and whatever. So I have issue with the availability. I have issue with the tariff. It is unsustainable. It is unsustainable. You just increase by over 300%. You've not increased minimum wage. 30,000 is still minimum wage. And the effect is that now, people now have to transfer that cost to their clients. I mean, it is simply unacceptable. So let the government address this problem. And I start by saying if Tinubu is serious, the Minister of Power should be fired. Yes, because he has shown incompetence. The statement he's making is reckless. He's not being empathetic. He's not speaking like someone that is sensitive to the suffering of Nigerians. It doesn't even appear to me like he understands his responsibility. The president can reshuffle the cabinet and bring in someone else as Minister of Power. Even if it's for symbolic purpose, he should give indication that he's listening. An indication that he's listening, that the president hears what we are saying. Tinubu doesn't have problem with the auditory problem. I know Buhari had problem with his ears, but Tinubu doesn't have. So there is no excuse why the president should not hear what we are saying. It is simply inexcusable. And as I said, this is terrorism. The government is terrorizing Nigerians. Because if you don't have light, you don't have fuel, what are we living for? Under the current excruciating sun, it's very hot. You can't sleep at night. It is simply honest. Even you in the media, everybody is affected. Nobody is insulated from what is going on. And I feel that somehow it looks like it's a provocation. As if Nigerians are being tested. Let us see what you can do. Because when will it be enough? When will the suffering be enough? I am feeling it. I'm feeling the suffering. Right? I will not say I am an underdog. Right? I will not say I am less privileged, but I am feeling it. So how about those who can't even afford it? Thank you. If the villa has power, then the people at every part of Nigeria should also have power. If there is light in the National Assembly, why shouldn't there be light in Alimosho? Why shouldn't there be light in Sokoto? We shouldn't have to suffer for a day as a country with the resources that we have. And the president has been in office close to a year, so I don't think President Tinubu can be excused at this point. He simply has to find a solution. This is not renewed hope. What is the hope? When you cannot find light, you cannot find petrol. It is simply crazy what is going on. And I gave my own example during the press conference that I'm now paying not less than 150,000 for power in the office and close to 150 to 200,000 at where I'm staying. So you can imagine what I'll have to spend in a year if this current system is to be sustained. Many states today, electricity in courts is being rationed. So once it is 2 p.m. on a particular time, power will go off in the courts. Judges, magistrates, and judges have to stop sitting. Do you know the effect that has daily on access to justice? And I gave a typical example on people that are in custody, that have filed bail applications, and their cases may not be heard because of lack of power in the courts. Because even the so-called discos, they are not providing the power. The courts are not being powered. Many of our courts are depending on independent power generators. And you can't even find the fuel to buy. So how can you say there is access to justice?